Okay, let's jump right in. If you're a busy executive, maybe a brilliant accountant, an engineer, or a corporate lawyer, you absolutely excel at what you do, right? You know your industry inside and out. But I bet the second someone mentions putting yourself out there or, marketing, you just want to run and hide behind your expertise. You sit down, you stare at a blank LinkedIn post, and boom, you just immediately close the tab. Or maybe you actively dodge those networking events because you literally dread traditional aggressive sales tactics. It feels completely artificial, and honestly, it's just exhausting. Well, in today's explainer, we're going to completely rethink what it means to build a professional presence and wipe out that sense of dread for good.
Because I really want to validate that reluctance you're feeling. What if I told you that your natural personality is actually your absolute best marketing strategy? What if the secret isn't learning some new pushy way to sell, but just learning how to translate the expertise you already have? We're going to flip the whole paradigm today on how you view self-promotion. So here is our roadmap for the explainer. First, we'll debunk the myth of the natural marketer. Then we'll look at why trust is what really drives success. After that, we'll unpack the CARE communication framework, show you how to build your quiet confidence, and finally, wrap up with why consistency always wins the long game.
Okay, section 1, the myth of natural marketers. Let's just go ahead and debunk this idea right now.
Seriously, you do not need to be a born marketer to grow your success. It's a massive misconception. Just imagine two different scenarios. In one, you put on this aggressive sales persona. You're pushy, you're super sales-focused, completely artificial. That's exactly the vibe you dread, right? Now imagine a good friend asks you for some professional advice over coffee. How do you act? Well, you listen carefully, you ask thoughtful questions, you share relevant insights, and just offer genuine help. You're not being pushy at all, you're just being generous with your knowledge. And guess what? That exact energy, just being an incredibly helpful professional, is what actually works.
The crazy thing is, your professional marketing personality already exists. Think about a corporate lawyer sitting across from a super stressed out founder. The founder is drowning in legal jargon. So the lawyer takes a breath, simplifies the contract, and explains it so the founder finally just gets it. You can literally feel the relief in the room. Or think about when you solve a problem that's been driving a colleague crazy for weeks. You're already demonstrating your marketing style in these everyday moments of just being helpful. You don't need a fake new persona. You just need to recognize the one you already use to bring clarity to confusing situations. Moving on to section 2, why trust drives success. Let's look at why this natural helpfulness is the actual foundation for getting hired. Here's the comfortable truth. People want to work with professionals who make them feel comfortable, not impressed. When clients come to you, they're usually stressed out. They're facing a complex legal issue, a scary financial hurdle, or some massive structural problem. They absolutely do not want to be dazzled by flashy jargon that just makes them feel unintelligent or overwhelmed. They want clear guidance. They want patience. Trust is built through total clarity, not by showing off how smart you are. Which brings us to section 3, the CARE communication framework. This is a super actionable blueprint to bridge the gap between your expertise and your audience. The CARE approach stands for clarity, authentic interest, respectfulness, and encouragement. It's an incredibly practical method designed specifically for people who really dislike traditional selling. It basically takes all the anxiety out of marketing and replaces it with the simple goal of being your most helpful self. Let's break down how this actually works. First up, the C stands for clarity over cleverness. Listen to this sentence. We utilize advanced methodological frameworks to optimize operational efficiency parameters. Wow, exhausting, right? It's stiff, it's robotic, and it totally buries the actual value. Now, compare it to this. We help businesses run more smoothly by identifying what's slowing them down and fixing it. I mean, the difference is night and day. Your expertise is already impressive, but your ability to explain it warmly and simply, that is what actually wins clients. Clarity makes you sound infinitely more helpful without sacrificing an ounce of your intelligence. Next is the A, which stands for authentic interest in others. When you shift your mindset from selling your services to genuinely serving your clients, it's a real game changer. It almost instantly removes that awful imposter syndrome. Why? Because you are already an expert at serving your clients. When you focus your communication purely on the specific problems you solve that genuinely make people's lives better, everything just feels completely natural. Then we have the R, respectful of different perspectives. This is all about acknowledging that your clients come from completely different backgrounds, so you need to act as a respectful guide, not a college lecturer. Picture a brilliant software engineer tossing around highly technical server acronyms in a meeting with a non-technical CEO. The CEO is obviously smart, but they don't know this specific field. Using undefined jargon doesn't impress them, it just confuses them, and honestly, it slowly erodes trust. Always respect your audience by providing context. Finally, the E is for encouraging rather than intimidating. Look, fear-based marketing is totally out. Instead of highlighting all the disastrous things that could go wrong to scare someone into hiring you, focus on how manageable a challenge becomes when they have your guidance. True quiet confidence is looking at a massive problem and saying, hey, this is complex, but we've got a handle on it. The best professionals make people feel empowered and confident about the path forward, not intimidated. All right, section 4, building your quiet confidence. Let's see how you can take this CARE framework and apply it using your own unique style. There's this fantastic quote by the painter Amedeo Modigliani. With one eye, you are looking at the outside world, while with the other, you are looking within yourself. That perfectly captures the executive experience right here. You look within to your deep expertise and your unique personality, and you look outside to the urgent needs of your clients. It means you absolutely have permission to stay true to your serious or humorous or hyper-detailed self. If you're naturally concise, embrace that. Busy executives love brevity. You do not need to change who you are to be highly effective. So if you want to put this into action right away, here's a gentle micro-plan that'll take you maybe 15 minutes a week. Step 1, write down 3 actual problems you solve for clients. Step 2, practice explaining what you do in plain English to a friend who is completely outside your industry. Step 3, share just one genuinely helpful insight a week, maybe on LinkedIn or a quick email. And step 4, just be consistently helpful in small ways, like answering a question on a professional forum. See? No massive, exhausting campaigns, just sustainable, easy habits. And that brings us to section 5. Consistency wins the long game. Let's completely relieve the pressure of needing to go viral. Professional marketing is truly a long game, where consistency easily beats speed. It's basically professional compounding interest. In a matter of days, you're just engaging in small, helpful interactions. Over weeks, you're sharing consistent insights without ever pitching or hard selling. Give it months, and deep trust naturally develops with your audience. Over years, you build a rock-solid reputation for knowledgeable, quiet confidence. You don't have to win over everyone instantly. Just be consistently intentional. Committing to this kind of authentic communication actually makes everything so much easier over time. It creates this amazing ripple effect. Because you're reinforcing your natural strengths, happy clients just naturally start referring others. Your helpful communication attracts the exact kind of clients who value substance over flash. Ultimately, your marketing just starts doing itself. You stop chasing clients, and they start seeking you out because your genuine enthusiasm is literally contagious. So remember, marketing isn't about transformation. It is simply about translation. It's having the confidence to consistently translate your existing expertise into empathetic communication so the right people can find you. They are actively looking for someone exactly like you. It's really just about being human in a professional context. So the next time you hesitate to share your expertise because you don't want to sound salesy, ask yourself this: are you actually withholding the exact translation someone desperately needs right now? What aspects of professional communication feel the most natural to you? Lean into those. Because when sharing your expertise feels totally effortless rather than forced, you've finally found your true professional voice. Thanks for joining me for this explainer. Now get out there and just be your incredibly helpful self.